All right, folks, welcome back to the ACC Kickoff here. We have Matt Joseph from ESPN in Richmond. I just came from there on the bus, or the mega bus. So just talk about your 2 days here at the ACC Kickoff. What was your excitement with meeting some people?
Well, it's been a lot of fun. This is a good conference. It's going to be another good conference next year, and I think that this is the signal of that football is officially here. I mean, when you hear from the players and the coaches, and for the most part it's cliche unless you're Larry Fedora, but it's still good to hear from the players and the coaches, and it means the season's almost here.
So you're a Syracuse alumni, and you're wearing the Philadelphia Eagles hat. So how does Philadelphia and Syracuse come to play?
I'm originally from Philly,
okay,
outside of Philly. And I had a bad hair day this morning, so I had to put a hat on. And then I went to Syracuse for my education, and then moved to Richmond for my job.
That's cool. So just talk about Richmond. It's a nice little, it's the Queen City, that's what somebody calls it, or the River City, whatever.
River City.
Yeah. But it's a nice place. You know, you got Richmond, you got the Coliseum up in the area of VCU. You have, basically Richmond Spiders up the road with their, with the CAA. So, it's a good place for football and sports.
Yeah, we have JMU not too far away, and they were the champions, 2 years ago. And then, it's Virginia and Virginia Tech, and there's the battle lines drawn even within families where some are Tech fans, some are UVA fans. And unfortunately for UVA fans in football season, they can't brag very much in Tech time.
Yeah. So you're in the Richmond area. Is it divided? With Cavalier fans or more?
No, not really. There's not really like a part of Richmond that's more UVA than Tech. It's just more like who went to school where and stuff like that.
Right, that's cool. Well, just talk about Virginia Tech and UVA and everybody in the ACC. Who do you think is going to win the Coastal Division and the Atlantic Division?
I have Virginia Tech winning the Coastal. I have faith in Justin Fuente. I have faith in Bud Foster. They've had a lot of defections and injuries in the secondary, but I still think that Bud Foster's going to be able to do something. I think they have a very manageable schedule, and I'm not a Miami guy. I think Miami's good, but I don't know if they can capture what they did last year once again.
Well, I think Miami ran out of gas last year when they got 10-0, because they haven't been 10-0 before in a very long time, since I think Ken Dorsey days. Because my brother informed me that every day, with Miami, get it right, but. I think Mark Richt has them turned the right way, and it's going to take maybe, that was only his year number one.
Yes.
Yeah, so people don't realize it's year number one of Mark Richt. That was great for the first year of Mark Richt, with the regime, because before that, Al Golden was completely like a dumpster fire, because he was a Temple guy down in South Florida trying to run a Penn State offense in Miami, and it doesn't even work.
Well, they had a very home-friendly schedule last year. They played a lot of their big games at home, and this year that means they have to play those all on the road.
Yeah, so now hopefully you'll see a different. Hopefully they'll learn from their mistakes. But they don't have Notre Dame on the schedule, but they have a home schedule against Florida State, and they beat Florida State in Tallahassee. So that's going to be a interesting prime. And that's always a prime time game. Even if a hurricane doesn't, if a hurricane ruins the game, they have to move it to another week. Like last year with a hurricane. I went from Florida, where my parents were actually down there during that hurricane. I'm like, oh, that's nice, Dad. Yeah, he took the train down the day before. I'm like,
good timing.
Yeah. I'm like, what, you want to die or something? Yeah, he's like, no, we have vacation. We're going to do it. I'm like, okay, loser.
Exactly. Stay inside, that's all.
Yeah, so he told me, he said the hurricane was fine. It was not, he had one gust of wind. They didn't lose, they lost power for like 15 minutes, but they were outside of, the Mouse and Duck Farm. So they had, Disney World, so they had to get the power back on.
Right.
That's their, City of Orlando's moneymaker right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you're in Richmond, and I know you cover more of the ACC, but the CAA and all that stuff with the Spiders. And
CAA Media Days next week,
I'll probably see you there probably on Tuesday. So it's not a repeat of, I'm not following you, because Baltimore's right where we are, but just talk about the CAA. People don't give them a lot. Some people, when they play the SBS squads, they don't give them the credit, because New Hampshire's good. With Coach McDonald, Coach Mack is very, he's been there for so many years up in New Hampshire, and he runs, that state now pretty much. And
Villanova's better.
Villanova's better, and then you have Delaware with Danny Rocco, who took over went from Richmond to Delaware.
Sore subject,
I'm like, what the, and then, with Delaware getting rid of, his, with their coach, and Coach Keeler now out in Texas before the other guy, got fired.
Coach Keeler lost to JMU 2 years ago.
Yep, and now Coach, but JMU, Coach Houston is basically now, this is his first year with his recruits.
Yes.
So we'll see what great coach he is. Because he had Mickey Matthews' class, he had Witter's class, and he had other people's people. So now he has this is his first year of recruiting class.
Yes.
So we'll see what they look like. So do you think that they have a chance to beat NC State on September 1st?
If NC State's not awake for it, yeah. I think this is not as good of a JMU team. They lost a bunch of pieces from last year, but the defense is going to be strong, and we know what their offense can do.
That Marshall kid,
they got
that
Marshall.
lights out. My dad and I were watching the semifinal game against South Dakota State, and my dad goes, "Damn, that guy just took off."
And they have another one or two Defension 1 transfers. A lot of kids come. A lot of UVA kids go to JMU.
Yeah. And JMU is a great college town because my parents have a house in McCackeyville, Virginia. So I drive past there and get a chance to see all the Saturday afternoon, all these drunk people walking around. Like I think I saw Barney last year. They had a New Hampshire game. I'm like, what is Barney rolling through? I'm like, I don't want to know.
Right.
I'm 37. I don't want to know. But the state of Virginia is great. The Commonwealth of Virginia is great with football. You got Liberty to start it up near Division One program. So and they got Coach Gill, who used to be the Kansas coach, who got fired.
Right.
And then you have Liberty, you got JMU, you have Richmond, you got BMI. They're
they're a little rough.
They're a little rough. And then you got, Charlottesville, and you got, basically everywhere you see in the state of Virginia, there's football.
Yes.
And that's great.
That's the way it should be.
And you can see different places. And
it's not even talking about high school football.
Yeah. Well, high school football in Maryland is not the greatest. Yeah.
It's pretty good in Virginia.
Yeah. Well, you guys have good, good talent. Like when I was down in McCackeyville, they have, football Friday nights, and they have them all over the radio. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm just redecorating here. So talk about your show on ESPN Richmond. What do you do during the day, and what do you cover?
I'm on from 3 to 4, and then I produce the show that's 4 to 6. And since I'm down here, the host said, "Oh, you can just do the show the 2 days," and so I'm doing the show from 3 to 6 down here. And
that's cool.
So host and producer, and book guests, and make contacts, and be the voice of reason.
Cool. Who did you have on the show yesterday, and who have you having on today?
A lot of the tech kids and the UVA guests and stuff like that. We've had some media members on, Nicole Auerbach and stuff like that, Andy Bitter, and just trying to get as much information for the listeners for ACC.
Cool. Gene Deckenhoff is walking around. I guess he's flying out now.
Okay.
Yeah, Gene's a good talk. Yeah.
Great voice.
Yeah, I can't believe I know him, and I watched the NFL Network, and I'm like, I know that guy. And I'm sitting there, oh, cool, man. So, Matt, thank you so much. I'm glad to get a chance to talk to you, and hopefully during the football season we'll talk CNA and ACC football on our show, and I'll do the same thing if you need me to come on.
All right, sounds good.
All right, buddy. We'll be right back here on the Herbert Fenton Radio.